What is up, world saviors? I am Beau, and this is
Dubs.
Dubs. And not that I already knew who he was. Okay, so this is Beau and Dubs. This is the Uncast with Beau and Dubs. And Dubs is a guest. He's not responsible for anything on this. I'm the one solely responsible entirely.
Yeah, I'm just a freeloader.
Yeah, so yeah, you just wandered in. You have nothing to do with anything. The shots are a little low today because I need to take it easy. But meanwhile, wait, did we ever name her?
I think she's not named, right?
Oh, you don't like naming her? Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I could be convinced with the right
That's right. You like headless women that are just torsos that have no soul. And I was wondering if Mina could be her name. Like if common denominator.
Yeah.
I was thinking Nomi or Mina. There's so many things where you can go with it, so many ways. But what is this? Let me see. I hate you, I love you, and I love you, and I hate you. And everything's fine. That's fine. See, again, that's fine. No one cares. No one cares about that. And I don't know why we're doing that. See, again, every time. What am I doing wrong?
I don't know.
Click on it. Click on it. Yeah, that was it. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. And so I have this thing. There we go. The Uncast. And that's not even the right date.
Close enough.
Does this even work? No, it doesn't. That's fascinating. Okay, good. Oh, this is not the lab-grown penis meat special. Sorry.
It's not. Oh, that's a shame.
Sorry. I forgot about that. See, Monday, the Monday and Tuesday are like, I have big dreams for the show. When it's Sunday, hours to go, I'm like, oh my God, I got to do all that. I'm not going to be able to do this. Like I've been working on how to get these things to light up. I'm going to have to put water in them and water lights under it. It's going to be crazy. It's like 94 or something years until the A2K. Let's do that. Okay, what are the semantics of this conversation here? So a bore is a body of elected representatives, if you ever hear us say that. And RQ is representation quotient, how much someone's represented. CVAP is the census term for the common denominator.
Oh, that's new.
Yeah, that's a new thing. It's citizens of voting age population, kind of a weird way of saying it, but that's what the U.S. Census uses.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that term?
No.
So that right there is something we should start using, because the very first thing that's usable is RQ. Like Mamdani's RQ is 15.6%. That's important to know. Trump's RQ is 30%. That's a way we can use our not elected representation system, but we can kind of try to measure like how it's purporting to measure itself. So you need to know that term anyway, because that's a U.S. Anyway, that's the bottom of the fraction of RQ. Elected representation. Okay, so yeah, so there's two parts to it. There's elected and then representation. In choosing from any member of the group, and you were saying last time, oh, but you can write in a candidate, which there's a psychological thing going on there I want to address. You know what I mean? Because like you don't even believe that if you could write a candidate in, you believe that you have.
I mean, what, Murkowski got elected that way, right?
Right. Okay. So there you go. Like, oh, but there was that one time the Army won when they did this technique.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, that's not how.
It's not a practical way to get people like.
And so that's what I mean. You're saying it's like a devil's advocate kind of thing. That's someone that's like, oh, I can argue and contribute to like the back and forth of things.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, part of me, I don't know if you want to like spin off already, but like. I've always thought that I would want you to know the name of your representative. So I would actually be happy if everyone had to write their names in for who they were voting for.
Oh, yeah, you have to spell their name?
Yeah. You'd have to like write who you're voting for. Because I think most people couldn't name the top 5 people they're voting for.
Then you're incentivizing people to name their children like with single letter names.
Yeah, that's true. They already benefit from that, right? Whoever's first is more likely to be chosen on the ballot. That kind of ridiculousness.
Yeah, that is an interesting aspect, right?
So yeah, I mean, but that's something we fix too, right? Randomize the order, randomize something. I mean.
See, that just shows you right there when people choose whoever's first. That just shows you they don't really have any skin in the game. They know that it doesn't really matter. If they knew a person and they knew they could get that person they wanted elected, they wouldn't like just not care who they voted for. They would be able to.
Right.
So choosing the person and then having them actually speak on your behalf would make it elected representation. So if you can do that, you can choose from anyone in the group and they actually have your speaking power in whatever meeting, then you do have elected representation. What I'm saying is we don't have that. We've never had it in human history. So 1-to-1 specifically is 11 words. Unchamber is to remove somebody from the, after you do the election, if you're RQ0, get out of here. You're not invited. So we haven't even talked about the benchmark at all, maybe? I've said the benchmark is the bacon, maybe.
We've talked about the benchmark.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you and I have. I'm pretty sure we talked about it.
Have you seen this symbol?
No.
Oh, that's the benchmark symbol. Now, on the show, 97 to 2005 or so, I would talk about the benchmark. I just skip all the other stuff because I thought everyone understood 1-to-1 representation. But we would get to the benchmark, which is where the rubber meets the road. That's where you're saying, okay, how do you do this in real life? You only have this many people in the room. And so you have these different ways of doing it. Number of seats, number of votes, or the percentage of votes.
Yeah. Like the threshold for having a voice or something like that.
Yeah. Like what allows you to be in the room.
Right.
But you can still always go with 1-to-1. You got the benchmark in the room. They can't represent the entire group. They're not the whole boar. So that remainder you can do in various different clever ways. You can actually give dead air, dead space to that. You can have a moment of silence, or you can actually have people show something on a screen and they all pitch in. And even if you voted for yourself, you get like 5 pixels on the screen or something. I don't know. There's all kinds of ways. So the answers, what makes something answer to the universe is self-sustaining, self-schooling, self-spreading, self-taking care of. It's unreality is your understanding of what actually exists. Homo, you're a homo. If you have 2 penises are a penis. Do you use this correctly, or you?
I can't say I've had the opportunity to use it very recently.
You rarely discuss multiple penis, but you know how to pronounce it, right? Penis.
Okay, that seems.
It's hard for people to wrap their mind around that, but
I mean, I guess I could say peens, but yeah, penis.
Yeah, everyone's like peens. Ass or glutes, not anus. Okay, so that needs to be cleaned up. Okay, so let's take a moment to toast the people of North Korea suffering every day of their life.
Here's to you.
So what can you do when you're stuck in that situation? But we can at least appreciate that we have the illusion of freedom or something. I don't know what. I think it's better off on our end.
Yes.
Although there was one point I was like, should I just move to China? Because I was like, if we're just going to be like a woke, fascist, psychopathic state, I guess I'd rather be just in an honest state that was like, we don't care about you. You're not Chinese.
Yeah. So you think you'd rather be in China even as
would I
non-Chinese?
rather be in China? I think I quickly said no to that. But it's just because like at least it's honest. I don't know. There's something honest about tyranny. I mean, in regimes somewhat.
You think?
Well, like isn't Putin honest? I mean, he's honestly corrupt and honestly in control.
I don't think so. I mean, like when he because he talks about so many different ways, right? He talks about the
you'd say Trump is not dishonest. I mean, he's dishonest.
Yes.
But he's honestly telling you like it is. He wants all the power. He wants to be a king. There's no secret. It's like we all know that. He will never say, yes, I do want to be a king. But we all know he would love to do that. Why would he not?
Sure.
So there's something see-through, transparent about it.
I'd say you have a point, but he is also like lies more than anyone else. So it's weird.
And do you think that that's a fact?
I'd say yeah, more than any other president. Did you ever see
more than any president? That's better.
Yeah.
Because it started off very hyperbolic, like he does,
right?
Which is exactly how he talks in a hyperbolic way.
Right. Yeah.
This is the best piece of pizza I've ever had. It's not like, oh my God, he's fact checkers. Right. He said that was another pizza he liked better.
Right.
So
that was a very deliberate move there.
This guy was like over here somewhere because I was overly convenient. Okay, we're enough of the North Korea. Thank you guys. All right, progress report. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, wait. I want to talk about that.
Cool.
I think we should have a boar for this show, and
right.
then that'll be like the first starting off point. And we'll make a website for the boar and then figure out a way to like vote on it and have like feedback as a POC, proof of concept for what we're doing here, what you're doing here.
Thank you. That's exactly what I needed. A common sense sort of observation. Oh, it seems like you're spinning around in circles over and over, saying all these things. Okay, so I don't know how to do it, but we'll figure that out.
Let's put the pin on that. So like
Yeah, because such an easy thing to do at a low level where there's nobody involved. If you are someone that wants to be involved with telling someone what to do, you want to see something on TV, like you tell me to whatever, and then I'll have to do it, I guess. Is what I'm saying.
You at least have to take it under advisement. You like the people that care about this show will be.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the way the boar operates. There's the boar and the boss. So there's the person that has the actual power. That would be me. I'm living in my apartment. It's my equipment.
Yeah.
I can shut this off immediately. No one can make me do anything. And so the boar asks the boss, Elon, whoever it is, can we have this? And then the boss says, yeah. I mean, if you're the audience of the show, I want to appease you to some extent. Sure. I don't want to be audience captured and to do something I don't want to do. But I mean, the last show we were talking about, I was the gayest show on Earth. Did we tell you about that?
I don't remember being that gay.
Well, people would call in and say, you're gay, it's gay. I was like, it actually is the gayest show on Earth.
Your show, okay.
Yeah, semantics. And so I took that on as a moniker. So if I need any LGBT cred, as that becomes more fascist, I mean, I was the host of the gayest show in Austin. I mean, the gayest show on Earth.
I was gonna say that's a pretty high bar you've already cleared there. Gayest show in Austin. I bet you'd have a hard time now. Probably a little easier back then.
Yeah, that was pretty easy. So that's progress. And then the other thing was I started off also, I'm going to do lessons and I'm going to teach Dubs something and then assess you, because that's the thing. The thing I have with you is I can assess you. I can't assess. I can talk all day to somebody and I have no idea what they have understood. So yeah, that's another 3-hour show. What I'm proposing: be a feminist, be a masculist, allow women to kill unborn children, form the boar. We got to first have a conversation. 1-to-1 representation. It's 11 words. I'll say it a million times. Don't worry about it. And so with elected representation, you are the safeguard. This is something I'm trying to get Dubs to understand, that he is now empowered to stop and be a justice warrior.
I feel so empowered.
Do you see how you're the safeguard?
I think so.
What I'm saying is, if a mob of people come to cut your throat, you just kill them. You have a gun. Yeah, I guess you're saying, what if a mob of people takes over or something?
I'm not sure. No, I probably need a little more.
Well, whenever I talked about 1-to-1, you go like, what's the safeguard against?
Oh, I see. Yeah, gotcha. That's it. Yeah.
Safeguard against what? People saying what they want to say?
Right. Well,
because they're already doing
the tyranny of the majority is the thing I was concerned about. So yeah. So you're
Yeah,
saying.
but that's bureaucracy. That's another level. That you don't want that. Nobody wants that, really. I don't think anybody ever goes into the situation saying we want the tyranny of the majority.
True.
No, there are people that actually. I mean, they don't say those words.
I was gonna say, but yeah, they don't mind taking advantage of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so when a lot of the woke guys from Reddit were protesting Nazis, what they were calling Nazis, which I think actually were Nazis. They were at the Capitol. Yeah, it was like these 5 or 6 guys all wearing black.
Okay.
And the whole thing was like, get these people to silence these 5 guys. There's a mob of hundreds of people. And they were chanting, there's more of us than there are of you. Like, that's their logic.
Right.
We're a mob that's bigger than you. There are more of us. That's their moral in their heart. This is just, see, more of us. Which mob is bigger? Oh, well, these guys must be the right people. Anyway. But, those guys, so I go to approach them. I'm like, I wanted to say something like, lamenting, hey, sorry, they're not supporting your right to speak. But they look so Nazi. They look like real neo-Nazis.
Yeah, like that.
I was like, maybe I don't want to approach these guys. And then I thought, well, fuck, these guys lost a candidate. I'm the prime target, some guy that's sympathetic to any degree. Right. Why wouldn't they just say, be approachable?
Yeah.
So you want to be approachable.
I can see how you might be a little like on your guard, though, if you're being mobbed by hundreds of people.
Right. But that is the key. And that's what they want. That's what any group wants to do to everybody. They want me to be so wary of woke fascism that I hate everybody. Oh, everyone in Austin's a woke fascist. So that I walk around, which is probably how I live my life. But I mean, I need to like realize that I need to be approachable and friendly.
That definitely helps with like making a point, sure.
Yeah, so it's hard because you want to know, you want to remember these people would kill me in a heartbeat. But that's everybody. It's like everybody I see now, people would kill people. They don't care.
I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like most people wouldn't kill anyone.
I
Like
mean,
individually. They might
a
vote
little
for it.
push. One little 20-second infomercial done correctly. It's almost like, yeah, sure. I mean, there's all kinds of logic you can use. Gerrymander, you're stupid. You don't need districts. You obviously budget reduction dividend. So when you reduce the budget, divide it up amongst everybody. Everyone gets a paycheck. Elect, measure, ignore. That's the process. That's Emmy. Words mean only what their users thought they meant when they used, and that's something we'll talk about because of textualization, or what the hell is it called? Text.
We're talking about constitutional textual interpretation.
Textualism.
Yeah, that sounds right. Why does it sound something wrong?
Textualism.
Textualist, like being a textualist, yeah.
Yeah, just made up words, which is fine. But yeah, I was listening to Scalia and Barrett and different people defend it, and then I'm like, what in the hell? Let's get into that later. It's a setup to that. Okay, so then what are we doing? New stuff. Okay. Is there anything personal you need to add, or something weird happened to you? No?
I don't think so.
Okay, then we're moving on. Lego scandal. Have you heard of the Lego scandal at all? Some Lego thing?
No. Is it new or is this old?
This has been going on 2 weeks. I don't know.
I haven't heard. No.
So here's, it's just, so sometimes people are the bad guys, and in this case, there's bad guys. They're just straight up wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Consignment is where you know what that is. Like you own a shirt or a toy or a collector item. You give it to a place physically, but you own the item until they sell it. When they sell it, they get a percentage, you get a percentage.
Okay.
So you own it. It's consigned to them for that amount of time. A lot of old clothing stores, they're consignment.
Okay.
They might not own those clothes. Mm-hmm. And if they sell, they give the people
I see.
Yeah. And so, like I've got a friend who made little D&D figurines, but I think they still own them. But if they sold them, they gave them the money.
Yeah.
So even that kind of thing.
That's cool.
But so someone these Lego unopened Lego things, which is a strange thing for a toy not to be opened. Why we incentivize that? Because it's like that's the opposite. That's a perversion of what a whole purpose of a toy is.
Yeah.
All the children that could have played with it in the 20 years you've had it wrapped up, away from your children.
Right. Yeah.
It's twisted.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there is one, and it went for like $200,000. Maybe it's the most expensive. I don't know, but that's pretty expensive to me.
Absolutely.
It's the Cloud City, Star Wars Cloud City. That's a Lando Calrissian.
Okay.
From Empire.
Yeah, I'm not familiar. I don't recall it, but
sounds reasonable. That's where it's of all things. It's there's a quote of Darth Vader from that movie. I have altered the deal. Pray I do not alter it further. Mm-hmm. Do you remember that?
I remember the quote. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like so. Lando's like, that's not the deal. We get Leo and Chewie. They don't go with you. And he's like, I've altered the deal. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the Lego company confiscates, so the higher level company confiscates it. Anyway, it's illegitimate. They took it. They altered the deal.
That's funny.
Like evil Darth Vader. And so a YouTuber gets involved, to try to help this old couple get their money back. And they got a good sob story, that it's like cancer, who knows what. I mean,
So I missed part of the story there. So
they confiscated this and then sold it to themselves, and then they just made it part of the inventory. The bigger company just took it, came in and just whatever, and they all talked, and they just sort of, hey, let's do a little shim and just hope it goes away.
Okay.
Oh, and actually they told them, well, you know what? You're going to spend so much on legal fees, it's not going to be worth it. You're gonna win, but it's not going to be worth it.
Yeah.
That's what the game they're playing, which is pure evil and should be extremely ultra illegal because you're using the fact that our idiot justice system is so inept that it takes so much time to get justice.
Yeah.
So, the way that the Norse would have dealt with this, Vikings would have just said, you murder that person, you take back your Cloud City Legos, and then you present it to the next thing. And that the next thing you go, oh yeah, well, I had to murder these people, and this is the story. And they'd go, okay, well, you got a whole documentary about it? Oh, I guess that's totally legit. Sorry, sucks to be that guy that ripped you off. And that would be it. And that's why you don't rip people off, and no one would do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's hard to kill a corporation, though. They're pretty resilient.
Well, I mean, this one's working on it because it's Bricks and Minifigs, and their name is everywhere. So they're going to have to do a name change because a YouTuber got involved. But what happened was it's not just this Bricks and Minifigs and this mother corporation, but the police, local police, this is in Utah, involves the Mormon church, the local police. Police are involved in just completely covering this up, preventing papers from being served. Police, arresting people so they don't serve papers, that kind of craziness, arresting the YouTuber. So anyway, when you arrest a YouTuber who's trying to help someone do the right thing, even though the YouTuber's he's not on their side. I mean, he is certainly not making them look good. He was like putting signs up, I steal people's retirement funds or whatever, trying to bring attention to it in a legal way. Anyway, so now, well, what do you think happens when you arrest a YouTuber completely illegitimately? Well, every YouTuber is now going to do a story on it, right?
Right.
So here I am talking about it, but every single, I mean, this is low quality. There are people actually doing full quality. Their normal program is talking about this, and they're like, stop, we're going to talk about this Lego thing. And so everyone's audience is getting, it's just like you love to see the beauty of it when you step in the wrong pile of dog shit and it gets everywhere and you try to make it go away and it just, now you're everywhere on YouTube.
Yeah.
So they've
Oh, go ahead. As you say, more Streisand effect.
Right, the Streisand effect. But if you're wrong, see, Streisand that seems reasonable to want yourself hidden. Yeah. But what if you were evil and she was trying to like hide her evil lair? Okay, I don't. Midweek. So this is how it filters down to. Here's a picture of the Areopagus. In Greece. So that's that. It originally was some kind of, I was going to do this grandiose, I don't know what. But if you ever go to Greece, are you ever going to go to Europe? Have you been?
Yeah, I've been to Europe. Haven't been
Athens?
to Greece. Haven't been to Athens.
So if you ever go to Athens, this is a great thing to go visit. The Areopagus is this big rock dedicated to Ares, the god of war. It is allegedly where this certain council would meet. That was like a little side council that had varying powers throughout, and that kind of thing. But I don't know where it would meet or what the hell. This is like a big ugly rock. It doesn't. Maybe they met by it. Anyway, but the locals come up here and they watch the sunset from up here, and it's the coolest thing because it's free. And another thing about this is, have we already talked about this? Like, there's no railings.
Oh yeah. I was noticing that. It's like yeah.
What are these people mid-falling? I was like, he's falling off.
Right.
What is he, climbing up or down? That is interesting. That's a rare. But you really could just totally die anywhere in Europe. Just walk right off of something. There's not on any of these ancient things. But go up there, and then there's like guys selling beers. It's like it's very anarchy-like around this area. There's spray paint all over everything. Around back here, there's beer bottles where the kids hang out, like behind the Parthenon. How cool is that? To party behind the Acropolis, underneath the Acropolis,
yeah,
right there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do an internet test for Dubs.
Oh God, I'm going to fail. All right.
Okay, well, maybe, let's see. So which one of these, this is some company, a petroleum company.
Okay.
Which of these videos has the most views? Which do you think? And I will make a drink as we're...
Let's see. I feel like if it's just we're going off of the pictures, it's probably bottom left.
Bottom left is what you're going with.
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
That was my second choice.
Bing, bing, bing.
Dang it.
9.5 million. In fact, this has been on stories, so that's probably why it's even more inflated. Like, they'll do stories, like, for whatever reason, people are very interested in this petroleum. It is about a very specific thing in the petroleum industry. It's like we have to shut the factory down to make repairs, and we got to do it regularly.
Yeah.
And we want to do it efficiently. That's really it. It's like a 2-minute, 3-minute, but they all are like that. Like these are fairly big boobed ladies. And then this guy, but then the comments on this poor girl, it's like, they're talking Game of Thrones, season 5 was just like Game of Thrones, season 5 was a big letdown because this is season 5. There are only 5 videos on this website, on this YouTube channel.
So what's number 2? If that's like 9.5 million or whatever.
It's only like 1 million.
Okay.
1.5.
Okay.
But these are so pronounced. It is shocking to watch the video. It's just like, it's almost like AI. You would think that's AI nowadays. Okay, so then, I don't know. This is not necessarily anything I need Dubs for, but this is what I'm doing. Sorry to drag you in it, waste my time. I could have been teaching you something. Okay, so I'm looking at this thing. It says Hammurabi's legacy as a lawmaker. This is obviously for kids, young kids. Bears witness to his sincere commitment to social justice. You know, ancient Sumerian, ancient Mesopotamian kings were all into social justice.
Yeah. Yes.
Radical egalitarians, equity. Wait a minute, did you just insult the slave? Slaves don't like that term. We don't call them slaves anymore because it's offensive to them. And enhancing his people's quality of life.
What is this from now?
Kids Connect, which could be a comedy spoof
with the K. Connect with the K. Is that? Oh man, I don't know. I'm just wondering. Is that?
But like we were talking about earlier, the U.S. House of Representatives. That picture is from that. That's a photograph from that.
Got it.
That's how they all are. That's Hammurabi. So the reason they're saying that is because they look at his stone, they read his laws, and they go, "Oh, well, this guy sounds like a really wonderful person." I mean, social justice warrior is what it sounds like, because it is reading like, "I'm justice for the widows and people left behind, anyone downtrodden," because that's his whole justification. If you didn't have me as the king appointed by the god, well, there'd be just injustice in the land. And what do you hate, widows? And then this other one. So the Code of Hammurabi was written by the ancient Babylonian ruler Hammurabi on 12 stones. 12 stones. What? Why? Where did they get that from? Here's his code. That's how we got it.
Okay.
And it's not the oldest law that we have. That's Ur-Nammu but this is the oldest complete set. Like, this is it. This is the whole thing. It's from some conquerors in Elam had it in their city.
Yeah.
But there's no 12 stones. Are they talking about the 12 stone tablets of Rome? I mean, what the hell's going on here?
Right.
But who cares? Because, I mean, you're a kid. No one gives a shit how many. If you can even connect Hammurabi to law, it's good enough. Did we talk about how there's certain viral institutions? Because I talk about representation all the time. But there are viral institutions that people go through. Like, come in and they come out. They're like, we're filtering. Like your liver filters your blood, right? Is that right? Kidney filters?
Sounds right.
Liver? I don't know. Things that filter. So if you can fix your kidneys, then everything that goes through the kidneys is better, So if we can fix representation and actually represent people, then the whole process of representation is going to be better. Everything that comes out of that is education. You fix education and you can teach people more efficiently, teach people better what they need to know, then they're better off. We're all better off if education itself can be fixed. Incarceration. People go into jails, they come out. Obviously, if we can improve that whole process, then unless improving it means you want to torture people. You can have a perversion of each aspect. But so that's why I think it's to focus on these things is the most important thing, as opposed to like term limits. Term limits is a Band-Aid on the whole thing. Well, I guess term limits is a representation thing. So that's not a good example because term limits is within the realm of this. I would say term limits is not something that in itself fixes other things, but or maybe it does, I guess.
Yeah, I'm torn on it. I don't actually know which one I like, because at some level I don't want new people all the time. It's like, there's some kind of institutional knowledge that's valuable, but at the same time, you don't want people, it just gets stale. You need new blood. So I'm torn.
Yeah. With one-to-one, you don't need new people because you'll get them whenever you want. In fact, that's what's going to happen all the time. It's going to be constantly new people.
Or at least the board could
because
decide.
it would be, first of all, it would be the old people that you want. So no one wants Nancy Pelosi is the whole point. No one wants the old befuddled Kentucky guy.
Mitch McConnell, but like I think we do at some level, right? I mean, the people that they're clearly voting for them.
Oh, again, he caught him. Did you catch yourself? You feel stupid, right?
No.
Like, oh, wait a minute. Did I just say that we're choosing they're not choosing McConnell. He's one of the only choices.
Right.
So like it's not real choice.
He's winning the primary, and like the process is wrong, but like
yeah, but he's only running against one other person. What I'm saying is, if Kentuckians could choose any homo within Kentucky, any resident of Kentucky, to be that choice, you're going to have very few people choose Mitch McConnell, even with his history of connection to the whole thing.
Yeah.
But as the time progressed and we had hundreds of years of this, there would be no. I could see you saying, no, I want Mitch because he knows what's going on. He's been there long enough. Okay, so that's. Imagine it hundreds of years from now, we do this process. There's no old person that has to be there because we don't have these old crusty people stuck around, barnacles. I mean, it's what they are, I guess. Did we talk about unfascism ever? It's supporting...
I don't recall this.
Okay, so because there's a thing that you need to do, and it's totally unrelated to anything else I'm talking about. It's like, this is something that within you need to do. Each person needs to do this. Is support any feeling, thought, or feeling towards others that another has.
It's like empathy.
No, not empathy. I mean, necessarily. Just support the thought. Maybe just support them thinking that. In other words, so that your brain knows that's not the problem. Because we get tricked into thinking it's these other people. It's what they're thinking over there. If we could just change their thinking, that's not even, should never enter your mind. Changing someone else's thinking.
Persuasion? I feel like that's persuasion. You think it's a bad idea? Or it's just not realistic?
Well, I mean, I'm saying, how can you do what you're after with persuasion instead of their thoughts are bad?
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It's these thoughts are good. I want to share these thoughts. That's not anything bad.
Sure.
Right? We're within the realm of unfascism.
Mm-hmm.
We just always want to be unfascist because this is fundamentally unacceptable.
Yeah.
If you think that someone thinks something, and that means if someone is a Nazi in their heart, they love Nazis and Hitler and everything, feeling towards others, there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of people cannot wrap their mind around there being nothing wrong with being a Nazi.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with that.
Well, there you go. That's the fascism. That's the foundation that fascism grows in. Fascism is very delighted to hear you say that because it's like, oh, good. We'll plant some seeds there.
Yeah. I feel like there's like a Christian element of that where they say, hate the sin, not the sinner, kind of thing. But like when you identify yourself as the sin itself, that seems almost different. Like, no, I'm a sinner, and so it's like
you're saying like if someone says something out loud, and that is a different step.
Well, no, more you might say, I hate adultery, but I don't necessarily hate an adulterer. I just hate adultery, and so I hate what you did, but I don't hate you. Is right. Kind of the thought there, but
be supportive of an adulterer is what I'm saying.
Right.
Like you're an adulterer. I'm going to support you. Well, but that's action, and so.
Right. Well, I think it's more when you said it's okay to be a Nazi. I feel like that's not what I'm saying. I wouldn't agree to that. I would say I don't hate you, but I think you're doing the wrong thing.
But also, I'm not saying it's okay. I'm saying it's good to be a Nazi.
Yeah.
Getting your brain to understand that what happens in another human's body, mind, heart, all good. Do not ever go into another human and start to weaponize that shit. That is where it all goes wrong. You become a monster. You're off track. You're also in an illusion because it's in someone else's body. You don't know what they're really feeling or thinking or feel towards others. It's always some sort of distortion, But Do we need to do a whole special on why Nazis are good?
Apparently, because I don't think pretty hard no for me.
But so there you go. But that's the taboo. That's the thing. They've Nazis are taboo. So you can even in theory go, oh yeah, it sounds great. Support any feeling. Oh, but not Nazis, because it's taboo.
Right. Well, so that's where the rubber meets the road, right? Like
But it doesn't make any sense to not.
Well,
support
also you're
Nazis.
saying supporting versus like it's okay, and I think that's like an abstract sort of judgment, right?
Right, and I'm not saying support with money or anything, but you support their rights. But see, when we get into this whole, I support his right to say it. No, I support what he says, and so I go beyond this. I support everything anyone ever says or did, not did. But I keep saying that. I'll always say did, but wait, no, I don't support everything people do. But it's almost like you do. It's like, yeah, that's not the problem, but we do have to chop this guy's head off. Because if you did this, we can't have you doing it again. It's really like the future. And it's like, really, that is how the whole thing should be.
Look, if you phrase that, thought crime is fine. I would be like, yes, that's fine. I don't have to like it. It's not good, but it's fine. Like it's acceptable, and like I shouldn't be out like being like,
right.
You can't think that.
Outside of someone's head, you're totally opposed to that. You have a list of things you should never do or think, and these are listed here, and that's the Nazi stuff. Never be a Nazi. And you have that on your wall, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You can say that and feel that way however you want. That's the whole point. Mm-hmm. Like if we're going to be pro-Nazi, of course we're pro people that are not Nazi, right? We're pro-anti-Nazi.
We're pro-anti-Nazi. Uh-oh.
Right?
Okay.
So I support people who are fascist. Because inside their head, they're fascists. They're against this whole thing. So I support them. Right? Inside their own body. Outside of it, I go, hey, guys, look at this. Outside of your body, this is this is what you should be doing. Inside your head, nothing wrong. Great. 2 thumbs up. Love it.
Interesting. All right. Well, we'll have to return to that one.
So it is something you have to think about. But if you start living that way, it's a totally different approach in the world. You're starting to get results rather than change people's minds, which is why. Why are we changing minds? You change the minds not by, I'm going to change your mind. That's the worst approach to change someone's mind.
I agree.
The law says your mind must be changed. We need, change squads is what we need. To go around enforcing mind changes. So, the legacy thinking is always going to be number of seats. So that's why I use that example. So for the benchmark, it comes down to these 3 types of approach. Do you understand percent of votes? What would that be?
Of the people that voted?
Yeah. So we have 1-to-1. We can rank all the people. We're looking at the results. This guy got the most, then down to all the people who voted for themselves. Mm-hmm. What is percent of votes that we're going to include in the benchmark? Right. We're drawing the line.
Yeah.
We're going to include, how would we include percent of votes?
It seems to me like you would probably maybe like top X percent, like if you're above, 20%?
Right. You pick a percentage.
Yeah. And
you got to include that percent.
Yeah.
So, in that example earlier, it would have been, that's pretty good. 65% for a bore. I mean, for the benchmark to be 65%, I think that's pretty good. Anyway, whatever the hell that is. Okay, so, oh God, what was I going to say about this?
Oh, I hadn't seen those pictures.
Yeah, someone made this up. But this was the one that was in the report. Remember the guy held it up? He goes, so the Washington Post is saying this.
Oh, really?
The treasurer, the guy that's in charge of the treasury. Mm-hmm. But you know what he's trying to do, right? And all that. It's actually trying to get this to happen.
Yeah. Even though there's like explicit rules against it, right? Like no living, whatever. Yeah. So wait, so the one top right is the actual one? See, if I had to guess, I would have guessed the bottom right would be the one.
Well, but it was like a black and white copy. He was physical photocopy.
Yeah, but I mean, what a choice for the picture of the president there. Like
this one, that would be the best. Is that crime picture? Right. Rubbing it in their face, As soon as I saw that, I couldn't believe it. What did you think of the picture when it came out?
So you're talking about this picture?
His mugshot.
Oh, I hadn't seen his mugshot.
Ever? Mm. Really? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
when it first came out, it was like it's that. It's like, you know, it's
Wait, so he got
badass.
arrested or something?
Remember they tried him, and he's 80, he's 24 felonies or whatever.
Oh, okay. So, I didn't realize he got arrested for it though.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I think you gotta be processed.
Okay.
It's very delicate when you process a president, but they do have to do something.
Yeah.
Whatever the procedures are, they do it.
Okay.
And that's what they were looking for. They want a mugshot. They wanted a, you know, perp walk.
Yeah.
Because these guys, Casey had all these friends in the journalist world, and they all just were, you know, salivating over the whole, he's gonna go down. They got all this dirt on him, you know, like the first thing they were like, they're gonna take him down, you know, and that was the whole thing is get him. But then they had to get him on anything they could, so it was this insane crime that no one can vocalize. You know, you can't tell us what the crime was, right?
Was it rape?
Wait, do you think it was rape?
Was that when you're talking about the felonies, right? Are you talking about?
Wait, no, I don't think so at all. I don't think the felonies have anything to do
Then
with
what are
rape.
you talking about then?
Right?
I really don't know that.
Exactly.
The only thing
it's all a clusterfuck of confusion.
No, tell me. No.
If you're going to say, look, this guy's a terrible person, you're going to be like, here are the 12 kids he killed. You're going to know, like, oh, that guy bad. Like Dahmer, we know, did these things. I mean, but that's the whole the problem. When you have a real crime, you don't really have any kind of thing people can wrap their mind around.
The only thing I ever heard of him being convicted of was being of the rape thing, right? So what is
Wasn't that a civil trial that he lost?
Well, yeah, that's the only thing I can remember him being convicted of, right? That's the only one. So
there's a criminal trial of him,
that he lost?
felonies, and there's some kind of a classifying your house as this instead of that for tax purposes. And one of those guys, who's one of the billionaires on Buy My Product, Shark Tank? One of those guys was like, yeah, this is insane. Everybody does this process. This is a standard procedure. They're just saying, oh, we're going to get him because... And if they do that, then that means anybody else could be a target.
I feel like I missed this entire thing somehow. I really don't recall felony charges. Because I remember them calling him a felon all the time, but I always thought it was related to the rape thing.
Well, that's good. That means you're not obsessed with, like, you know, getting him, and like some people were. Yeah. In my there was a classic person. There's this video of her. It's from up here, like she's looking at the TV from up here, and she's just like, yeah. She's just, when he's arrested or whatever, she just is like just elation. It is so much of that. People just showing pure hatred of it. Someone being, this is it. It's over. Ha, we got him. But then, what do you got? You didn't. And so that's that delusion, and then it chips away at their whole their essence. Or does it give them giving more money? I don't know. It must be effective for Democrats.
Yeah,
that's working. But that's amazing, right? A $250 bill, but that goes against what I would want. I want another one. I want it like poker, right? 1, 5, 25 actually, but we'll go with 20. And then not 50, but 100. And it wouldn't be 250, it would be 500.
Oh, okay.
Right? Times 5. That's how it works. That works perfectly on the real when you're using money for real. 5 of something is where I can see the benefit.
Okay, yeah.
Right? Or what do you think?
That's reasonable to me, yeah.
That way we can get rid of a lot of things, like, I guess, dimes or whatever. Like, okay, so if we kept, so we have $1, and then you keep a quarter, then nickel, so get rid of the dime.
When you get to the quarter, though, that times 5 would be $1.25, though, right?
But if it's a quarter or 20 or 25 works either way for me. I mean, if it's already set up as that, there's no need to change it if it's that close. So that's the one that's in that realm. Because there is something you have to do at the 100. You have to go 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And so, if we were to start over, maybe we can. But then you get rid of the 50-cent piece for sure, which we still make.
Yeah. I like the 50-cent piece, though.
I know, it's nice.
One. Yeah.
Maybe we give each person one, and then that's the last one.
Fair enough.
Do you know I went to the bank and got a box of them? It was heavy. It's a lot. You got to buy, what is it? $500 worth?
Yeah.
at least that. I can't remember what it was.
That's ungodly. It's ridiculous.
It was a lot. It was absurd, and I think the bank people were like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
I mean,
1,000 of those things.
$2 bills is one thing, but
Yeah.
50 cents. Oh, and then where do you spend them? This is the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah, even back in the day,
no one wants that shit.
You couldn't put them in a Coke machine or anything, right? They're just
No, yeah, you can't put them in a Coke machine. And then you're gonna buy a taco? No one wants a 50-cent piece.
Yeah. Though I do think the old dollars. I do like the dollar coins. Like that's something, I think. The
Yeah,
Europeans got
those
right.
are great.
Yeah.
And then I guess they made them smaller, but yeah, get rid of the dime, and then the penny. Thank God. I can't believe Trump got to get rid of the penny. So Trump's done all these things, like the Gulf of America. I don't know if that's sticking. Or
I don't think so. Doesn't stick with me.
Yeah, we'll see where people go with that. But and the Space Force.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that was a good idea.
The wall, even the concept of the wall is going to be associated with him more than anything, even though it's not like he invented the concept of a wall.
Mm-hmm.
But there's going to be a need as things become more insane. Mystery notes. So,
Okay.
what do you think this means? And I even dated it.
Okay.
Because when I dated, it's like, this is when I had this amazing thought.
Okay.
What
does
I need
it
to
say?
remember. 20 parts per million.
Okay. Are we talking about poison?
Pumpy paradise.
20 parts per million.
20 parts per million. Pumpy paradise. If anyone knows any way that can make sense to anyone.
What is pumpy? Pumpy.
Well, so I'd call Sarah Pumpers.
Okay.
So she'd be Pumpy. Could be a nickname for her.
Mm-hmm.
Paradise, remember, is an enclosure. So to me, I think of paradise as a prison, a pleasure prison.
And 20 parts per million. Okay.
So who knows?
That's a good mystery.
Yeah. And you know what? We should do the big you know how you said, I was impressed. You did a thing where you said something and then I could look it up and pull the tape and get the information, my archiving system.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should do that now because it's all digital anyway, to where you ask me to find things.
Yeah. Like, show me the third episode of your show or whatever.
Right. I guess that would be an easy one. But you know what the real thing is? We need to get the video of Alex saying, "You want the solution? The people of America are evil trash." It's just classic.
Yes. I'd say bring out that content.
It's because his audience doesn't like that. But that doesn't mean anything. The people of America are evil trash to some extent. You should be able to use language that way. It doesn't mean that you hate the people of America. So that's the problem. It's like thinking that it's something is bad, something derogatory is bad. But to help somebody, I need to be critical. You need to be critical of them to help them.
See, what I'm kind of old-fashioned there. I feel like there's something to be said for like just being polite. How does that square with your whole persuasion thing?
Well, of course, should be polite, but like as a no, you don't need to say that because that's natural. Everyone understands it. Be polite is natural.
Mm-hmm.
So anything that's natural or normal, you don't ever need to mention that. And that's the problem. People think, oh, people are not polite. We need to carve that in stone. That's an important thing to tell my kids. No, they know to be polite. Everybody knows. That is understood. Be polite. It's be respectful. Everyone knows that in their culture of understanding.
Oh no, I think you have to raise kids to believe that. I don't think kids naturally are polite or respectful.
They learn that. They learn
sure.
impolite,
Yeah,
disrespect doesn't get you as much. So you want to reinforce that with actual kind of lessons. Like, well, no, you were mean to the guy. That's why he's not giving you a balloon. No. You don't get a balloon. Here's your balloon. Psh. Remember, that guy's an idiot. Remember, it's disrespect means you don't give my fucking kid a balloon. In fact, that's how it should be. And that should be the thing. It's like, yeah, well, everybody gets a balloon, but you looked at me crazy. And so they would learn, whatever look I'm using. Some people don't know, like someone didn't know she was rolling her eyes or what that was. So to her, she was like doing this and she didn't realize like that people see what she's thinking.
Right. But that to me goes right back to the parents though, right? Like if her parents never like taught her, like don't roll your eyes at me and got a backhand or whatever, like they, I feel like that's where you learn so many of the like civil like niceties that we really need to survive.
Yes, irrelevant. I need to judge. Oh, I do have a thingy.
Amble.
Irrelevant. Yeah. Okay, so that's something we could talk about all day. That'll be another show topic someday. What are the axes of a measure? If anyone can help us out with this, like what are y'all measuring? Oh, again, we're tile 42.
Do we hit the end?
Remember the whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
What
Okay.
the hell was that? That was so weird. Click on it and do it? No. That doesn't make any sense. How did we do it last time? Is it a time limit? Do I just need to go through as fast as I can?
I don't. Can you not? Oh,
Lab grown penis be special. Oh wow.
Oh, back to the South Korean.
There are a lot of frames in here. Is this what I did last time?
I don't think so.
A show review. Time for a show review. Remember the Acropolis guys? Remember big boomers? Son of a bitch! I'm done. What was it? Anyway.
We probably just did it by hand, huh?
Is that what we did? That's fine. Oh, it's almost, the gods were understanding. Oh yeah, I had a problem with the gods. Because I really do think too much about like, well, maybe the gods are saying I should do this. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should get a pizza. Okay, so nothing. We have nothing. Anyway, on that note, where we left off, if these are some nonsense things people are coming up with, the reality is maybe libertarian, authoritarian, because you want to keep things the way they are, you want to move forward. What else are they? What are some things? But do you have anything to add to that?
No, I think that I know there's more to it, but yeah, I think those are like maybe the most useful. It's like you get diminishing returns the more you subdivide it. So I don't think that in terms of the axes, it really had to be a stunner for me to be like, oh yeah, that should fit up there with these others.
Yeah, there is there's a ranking of sort of importance of that whole thing. So a false dichotomy.
Oh, I like this. I'm excited about this topic.
Well, yeah, let's just talk about it. I mean, look, we don't have any video to show because to hear them talk, it doesn't really show much. But so Scalia is like, I think the guy that started it. Do you know anything about the word textualism or anything? I tried to find out where it came from. But it might be that people have said that in the past because there's like the new textualist. So textualism is Scalia saying that it's just the text. You go back to the text.
Right. We're talking about the Constitution generally, right? Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. It's the Supreme Court talking about the Constitution and how should you interpret it. And Scalia says, oh, it's textualism. You go back to the text, and that's it. He just leaves it at literally the text. It speaks for itself. But words change over time. That's the entire problem. I don't see how that could ever have been an answer that anyone should be happy with.
Right.
But he's a Supreme Court justice, so I guess everybody just.
Well, I think the context for him was that like I think during the more liberal era previous to that, a lot of that was being interpreted. And
right. They went totally insane. There were people that were saying that words mean whatever, guys on the street think they mean, or the linguists think they mean.
Living Constitution. I think that's a lot of what they were talking about.
Yeah, living Constitution. That was so distorted.
Yeah.
I never realized that that's exactly what they were saying is like, no, it's a living, because to me, when I hear that, I'm like, that is so insane. Like, why would anyone hear someone say that and continue listening to them?
Right.
That's like a childlike view of the world.
Right. Yeah. Well, maybe it's just like, because it's not dead. Obviously, it's living. So, right.
Honestly, though, now the more I think about it, that's like a 5-year-old. Mom, I'm reading the Living Bible. And what I read here is that Jesus had a birthday party and he gave everybody free cake. And you're like, oh, okay. Well, she's playing some kind of Bible game with the Bible. And
right. Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, clearly, when he made water to wine, it was the same as making cakes for everyone. Right. So it's like, yeah, clearly the kid needs a birthday party.
Right.
It's in the Bible.
Right. And it's so strange that they struck that, because he made wheat into marijuana and he made the flour into cocaine.
Of course. Yeah.
But those were all Apocrypha books that they didn't talk about.
The cocaine bit's impressive for the time period.
Oh my God. I've always wondered about like the miracle of the fishes means that basically he can, like, because some fish kind of are sharp or they have bone structure. Like catfish have these side bones. So it's like, if you can shoot fish out of your sleeves, like you could shoot swordfish.
Right.
Like Jesus could like just annihilate a whole row of soldiers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you're literally God, that's probably not even that impressive, right?
Right. Yeah. Feeding. Yeah, that's just what an interesting. Okay. Okay. So, what do we need to say about this? Oh, so the like I'm watching PBS. Yeah, it'd be nice if I had a video of it. Yeah, and I do. I have the video. I just don't know how to put a video on.
The boar's gonna rise
I
up.
swear to God, I'm like, I watch videos and it's just like the same thing over and over again. It's just another instructional video of like the basics of OBS. I'm like, I know the basics. But here's the problem. This PBS documentary and these other people, they make it sound like it's these justices want to make themselves linguists. So the people that are looking at the intent are pointing to linguists to say what a word means. And so the whole debate of this is where I would like to step in and say, with every debate in the universe, there's a reality, and that's what we need to face. We need to be realitarians. What's the reality of what a word means? And that's what the speaker, the user, the person who conjures the word and puts meaning into it to deliver it in a message, that is what that word means. This iteration of that word. And if you hear it enough the same way, you start to think, oh, the word always means that. And maybe it has always meant that. But in reality, the word actually only means what meaning's put into it. If it happens to be the same exact meaning every time, then I guess every single time it does mean that. But words can mean whatever they mean to anybody. It's like a made up whatever. Textualism could be potato salad. That's what I need to have. Because I'm trying to find out how to eat all these potatoes. I buy them in 5-pound bags.
Yeah. Potato salad's the answer.
I'm throwing potatoes away. In fact, I was supposed to have my potato. I saved a potato. I threw the potatoes away, but it's like save the best one for my example potato, which is exactly what I should have right now. But I don't need it. I have everything. But see, potato is a potato. That's a great example. Like, what is this? Is it an ashtray? Because it's an ashtray and a coaster. So I mean, it's like it's all kind of crazy shit right now. It's actually already in some sort of ambisexual limbo. But what do you see this as?
Ashtray, yeah. But those are kind of dated, right? Like it's almost like that. It would have been like an ashtray back in the day, but now it holds your ice cubes that you.
Yeah, so now it is a coaster. Like the worst kind of coaster is stone that transmits the.
Well, once it's cold, it'll keep it cold, right?
Yeah, I should freeze these beforehand. But I guess it gets it from the atmosphere. Okay, so what the hell was that?
Good question.
Lame ass show was that?
I was just gonna say, with regard to that last commentary though, I think I'm with you 100%. I do think that you can throw in though like the context clues of the things that were written contemporaneously to be like, they said this in another writing and other people said it in the same way, and so you can like pull together data to kind of like come up with what a better interpretation of what someone said if you need like evidence for like sort of their thinking or whatever. But I agree with you. Like the origin is there, but we don't have to just like pretend. You know what I mean? We don't have to just be like, oh well, none of us can really know what he thought. I think we can at least embrace the idea that hey, we can. There's more we can find out to get the meaning.
Yeah, we can do what we can to find that out. And why wouldn't we already have this is what I mean by we don't need to have taxes. When you are a true anarchist at heart and you realize, wait, let's transform into an anarchist world where we're all taking care of things ourselves. You realize people would come out of the woodwork to study the Constitution voluntarily and talk about how the meaning was reading over letters from their loved ones to each other. This is how he uses that word, Yeah. But AI could do that.
Yeah. But I mean, I think people do that. I think there's a lot of people pouring over
But we're paying those people to do that.
Well, I mean, kind of indirectly, right? I think historians do that. And then you have like legal scholars. I think you got a lot of people that are
okay. Well, we're government paying people to do that.
I think that's part of it.
And there would be, but we need the board anyway to trust it. So we need a board that is people that we trust to look into it. Then the board looks into it. They find the experts or are the experts, whatever, and then they get the truth. And that is the new reality. Once you've established the new reality, then you move to the murder board.
Of course. Logically.
There's a thing where I'm talking about like how I want to throw in like all children must die. Like just throw it in as a side note.
I mean, clearly, yeah.
But of course, all children will have to be killed. Like as if that's part of the process. But then that's what I mean. It's like, where are people with this? There are people that can't handle "you should love a Nazi." They can't even handle the conversation about that happening in front of them. Right? Yeah. Don't you think there are people?
Yeah, yeah.
I think we could find 3 around the street right now in front of their apartment.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's tough. It's tough to love your enemies like that, right?
Yeah. And so that's why I don't get it. I'm at the Capitol. I'm like, hey, do you love Nazis? Ma'am, can I get your kid to love Nazis? Why can't you come talk to me? And no one talks to me.
That's strange.
I mean, I just have a heart and a swastika. And I'm like, why can't we, find peace? No, the real problem is I don't have the ability to approach people. And this is a real psychological issue. So can we do a show thing on that? Like maybe I commit to it. Have I committed to in the past to connecting to asking 5 people something?
I don't recall that.
So that's what I need to do because I'm a Catholic school kid. Oh, I don't want to bother this guy.
Sure.
I'm like, that's why you said you need a sign. And I'm like, I know. And oh my God. And so there's the signs that you can get nowadays are amazing, right? So for like only $100, you can get a thing where you go zoop. It's one of these, it's got the 2 bars across and a folded up.
Yeah, almost like a scroll.
Rolled up nylon banner.
Okay, yeah.
Vertical banner that has a tripod. That can be like 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
So right behind me, which would be perfect for those vertical short videos, and you just whatever. I mean, right in front of that, everyone knows something. I mean, that you're right because 1-to-1 representation. That's all. So obviously, where I get lost is the decision anxiety. What do you call it?
The paradox of choice kind of thing.
Yeah. Decision schism. Wait, what is it called?
Oh, I'm not sure.
There's a thing it rhymes. It's like your anxiety. Anyway, decision schism is closer than anything, I guess. But
cool.
The problem of thinking about whether this or that. And so I always go, oh, I'm going to design one, but then what do I put on it? How do I explain it? How about just 1-to-1 representation on a banner? But that's so stupid. Why wouldn't you put first of all,
with a QR code, maybe?
The QR codes, exactly. And then I'd have to have a video. And then you go which video do you put? And so, I have to, so anyway, so I need to do that.
Yeah, but you have a starting point. So yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. And then what's the other thing? There's some other stuff that you can get. Oh, business cards, obviously. Yeah. So just cards of some sort with the 3 answers to the universe on them. And then just passing that out to whoever, whatever. So, I'm not even doing fundamental level 1 hobo stuff, what a hobo would do. I'm going to a kindergartner. Okay, so actually, I would get so much good advice, kindergartners.
Right, you just asking them, yeah.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be such an asshole. Sounds like you were using a lot of bad words and talking about killing babies and murder board. That was scary when you said murder board. Oh my God. Well, okay, so that's that. Good thing we didn't record that's why I said wait, should we just start recording because we're having a great conversation right off the bat. Yeah. As soon as Dubs comes in, he comes in early and I'm just lamenting about elected representation and right off the bat. Yeah. Do you still think, what is elected representation? Do you still think the United States government is elected representation?
So I can relay what I'd said before. I still think that we have something like it, but I do acknowledge that it is not proportionate in the way that something like 1-to-1 would be, and that's a failing of it. That because we have so little engagement, that it's just kind of this small subset of people is representing a huge portion of them. So that's where I'm at.
So when you say, so just let's look at syntactically how
Okay.
words work in a sentence. If you're saying we don't have elected representation, you're viewing that as there is no such thing at all as elected representation. There's 0.0% elected representation.
I don't feel that way. No.
So, because there's a way of seeing it as we overall don't have elected representation.
Well, I think I would put it more like we don't have fully blossom representation. We have a subset of representation. And like, yeah, and maybe those who aren't voting are just not being represented. So yeah, like maybe it's not even that. Like a
I'm
subset
so glad
of
that's
individuals.
recorded because that is just like almost the example of this sort of Morpheus non-answer.
well, no, I think this goes back to what I said before, right? Like, how do you force people to engage, right? And you're saying like, because I think it's still a failing in the one-to-one when you chop off at the threshold at the benchmark. Those people kind of are no longer represented, right? Like their voices aren't being heard. They're the tail, and so I think you've got that challenge there either way of engagement. I think.
Well, I lost track of what the hell you were talking about. We know this is closed. Yeah, I do want to listen to that statement when I listen to the replay.
I look forward to the thrashing located in the next one.
Yeah, there's some sort of, I don't want to acknowledge that I didn't even pay attention to you. So, so rather than say, okay, say that again. It just, I wasn't paying attention. I would ignore it.
I think you're just so upset that I'm still not
Oh,
getting
it comes off as that, right? I'm like,
well, I mean, I could see your frustration because you're
oh, but it's not upset. Oh, yeah, maybe my brain is trying to protect myself. Like this guy ain't got nothing. yeah, don't even listen. That is probably how our brains operate, right? And then for whatever reason, we're like, Amaru is like making some observation about one of her cats. Like for some reason, I'm very interested. So if we could just get the natural sexual, oh, wait a minute, come on. If we got mRNA already for whatever, let's get mRNA for everything. Take over our sex drive.
Okay.
So that we're now sexually attracted to word meanings and logical statements. Like we just like that's just the same thing as looking at Emmy. Not that Emmy, we're not sexually attracted to Emmy, but you are probably, but
yeah, far be it from me.
like honestly, her legs though, right?
No, she's hot. Yeah.
What? So you like skinny people? That is so interesting.
I like attractive people. I mean, I think.
But that's not it's like skinny.
Oh, get out of here.
That's like what? Bony. I mean, emaciated. There's a sickliness. Don't you like? Oh, it's like walking through an old folks' home and going, oh,
Sure.
a colostomy bag.
Sometimes it's a little too much. I feel like there's a line there.
Yeah. I mean, she's as sexy as a colostomy bag. You're right. So it's up to your fetish. You got a bone girl fetish. Did we ever show you we did the anorexic girl on YouTube? There's like a famous anorexic.
Yeah.
But says she's not anorexic, even though she is the boniest human that ever exists.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's technically true, right? Like, I don't know.
But see, that's what I love. I love that. I love the whole, like, that was public access. You get the widest range of types of people. So YouTube is that. It's like every type, every genre, every kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love the fact that there's a YouTuber who is bone thin, and she's absolutely not I almost said eugenicist, but anorexic. Insisting on it. Oh yeah. So the reality is I'm not a very interesting person when it comes down to just talking about whatever.
Yeah, just shooting the shit. I think I'm with you on that.
I mean, I got answers to the universe, but no one's interested. So anyway, is there anything we could talk about with the benchmark? Do you understand that?
So, well, I feel like you keep coming back to this elected representation definition, and it feels like maybe it's not coming through. So maybe you should relay it to me again, see if that kind of feedback loop will reinforce.
Yeah, ultimately, so because 1-to-1 is elected representation. It's what a kindergartner would think elected representation is. Just without any of the baloney and all of the writing, although there's no letters, there's no writing. Just what would a kindergartner think elected representation is? Electing, choose. Okay. So we choose. So I pick someone. So if you can pick anyone out of the group, that's choosing. That's what a kindergartner would think it is. Before you tell them, no, we call it choosing, but it's not choosing, and it's, you know. So a choosing, electing would be picking someone. Anyone you wanted in the class. And then representation. What is that? Speak on your behalf. So if they are actually speaking on your behalf, if you choose someone, and then we turn around, how do we operate? How does the classroom operate? What does the teacher go with? That person, she understands when that person's talking, they're talking for that person and you. They have your voting power, your speaking power. That the teacher knows that that's 2 votes, not just 1. When you see that, that's when you see actual elected representation. You chose, the person you chose has your power. So there could be systems, all kinds of systems out there like that, but they don't appear to be any systems like that. But what about that kind of kindergarten explanation? Is that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to distinguish that. So when you tell me, okay, so we don't have elected representation in the U.S. right now.
Right.
I see that there are some differences there, right? Like there are elements of that, but we certainly don't have.
Okay, so yeah, that's what I mean. Like we have to get that idea out of people's head that we have elected representation.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the frustrating part. But I could come up with a different name for it. But I mean, I think we need to face the elephant in the room. You think we're choosing these people.
Well, we did because we've always called them, right? This is your elected representative, so and so.
Right. So you're told as a child you will get the question wrong on the test if you answer otherwise. And so you just like, oh, okay. And mommy likes it. Mommy likes it. I got an A. Oh, I did the right answer. I answered correctly.
And we have the House of Representatives, and we all voted to elect them, and they were elected in the election.
And the news continues the lie that this charade that we choose what happens. Yeah. And everybody's encouraged, hate your fellow man. It must be his fault that this happened. They chose it. Those people over there chose it. Like that small faction chose it. Do some measuring, you realize, no. And they would not have chosen this if they had a choice.
Yeah. Well, so much of it to me, though, just comes back to the voter, where we just feel a compulsion to vote for, I don't know, some people feel like they need to vote for who will win. I've heard this as just the psychology of things, like I want to vote for a winner kind of thing, right? Right.
You see that? But with 1-to-1, everyone's a winner. So your winner is like, that's when you, instead of, I want to vote for a winner of these people to get the feeling of winning. I want some kind of feeling like I'm influencing this system. Mm-hmm. Instead of that, you actually influence the system. You choose exactly who you want. And so you don't have this desire to win. You are winning. If anyone asks you, are you represented? You're like, yes, I choose exactly who I want. And that person speaks on my behalf. There's a number associated with me, and that guy gets more of the number power. I mean, you would see it. So that's the beauty of that.
Yeah. Something to it.
Yeah. So basically, there's like 5 concepts that it takes to convey it to people.
Yeah. So maybe if you could come up with a way of saying it that didn't have to lean so much on people's preconceived notions of it.
Right. Avoid elected representation.
Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. Well, maybe try that. Try that on for size with a different approach there.
Right. What if you were dreaming one day, and in your dream world of titties and ass, there was your body? I can't, what would you call it? There was the boar. So then you're saying not a body of elected representatives, but what are you calling this thing?
Let's see. So you're being represented, but sure, there's a simple synonym for that, right? So
why do everything? You see how I cannot function unless I have an acronym? What does that mean? What kind of disease is that? That's a mental disorder. I don't know. There must be an acronym. I can't speak. I can't even call it anything. The U? I mean, but there's a thing. So if we're creating a thing, what is it? It's a body or
yeah. Well, I mean, maybe
the mind, really.
Maybe the board can help us out with the naming. I mean, naming is hard. That's like as a programmer, there's like 3 things that are hard, and that's one of them. Naming things.
Okay, this is happening live on our live stream. Oh my God! Even the miracle of the gods are involved now. They're zooming in. Oh shit! Did I just lose it? The happening live. Wait, what the fuck was it? I was realizing some revelation, like Enoch 1:1. Oh, you know what? There's a little thing in OBS you can do instant replay. It's for like games.
Yeah.
But I need it for like, what was I thinking? What was I gonna say?
Yeah, but did you say part of it? Like,
yeah, what were you talking
something
about?
is like, we were like renaming the boar.
It's something you were talking about.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to come up with a different name for.
Yeah, I know. You don't know how far back I went.
Yeah, different name.
You know, and if God, I need to get an AI to just train itself on my ineptitude. It would know. No, this is how far back he forgets or whatever. It would know. These are the 8 words I need to say that typically.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Actually, yeah. Why can't I get that paid for by the government? Because that's a disability. It's another, thing we have. Social Security. You're never gonna anyway. Well, there was a revelation.
All right, so
kept secret.
So for next time, I guess we should have you go get some more like going out and meeting people and like maybe putting up your little banner.
Oh yeah.
Come up with a new acronym or at least try it out for size. Like what's a new acronym that would represent the represented? What
would you call it? Oh, that's here. I've got it. Okay, so it wasn't the whole thing is a body of elected representatives. That's not even what I'm talking about. It's not a body. Because the way I'm conveying it is like, you won't understand. You don't understand. We don't have the human hive mind yet.
Yeah.
It's a mind. It's not a body.
Okay. So
we have the body of elected representatives is the bullshit establishment nonsense body physically. What do you get? You look over as a government building, taxation, bureaucracy, physical writing on paper. But the mind, that's what we need to develop. Come together, form the mind of elected representatives.
Yeah, so now we just got to figure out how that.
Right.
But not elected representatives, though. That's the piece we're trying to sub in, or at least to reframe. At least that's my thinking. Be easier.
Well, yeah, we don't want elected representatives unless we want to go with the Star Wars meme, with the Moore, with the character. Did you ever see the prequels?
Yeah. Sadly.
The young Vader. There's a meme of that. More. It seems to be associated with him. More.
Okay. Yeah.
MOAR or whatever.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
MOER would be more.
Okay.
So that might be
the mind of elected.
It would be the more.
Yeah.
The more is what I'm talking about.
But you're still doing the ER thing, right? I thought we were trying to get rid of.
Okay, so that's possible. We could do the more, or we could get rid of it and just do the mind. Form the mind.
Yeah.
The mind of the people. Right. The mob. Mop up all this shit. That is shit thinking. You're gonna mop it up.
All right. So yeah. So that's a good start. So what was that? There's another thing. We had like 3. What was the first one? Oh, the website thing. Setting up the website for the board for this.
Okay.
show.
So what is the way? But there's no humans involved yet.
No, we have to recruit them, I guess.
So yeah, that's essentially what I'm inviting people in. It's like, can you help participate in an experiment in how to form a body of elected representation, a mind of elected representation, a mind of or body. What is it? Mind of people? Mind of the voter? Wait, mob? Mind of the people?
I don't think we figured that out yet.
Mind of the, we want to practice democracy in this format of one-to-one representation. If you would so kindly do whatever it is, and leave a comment.
Leave comments, yeah, obviously.
You leave a comment on any video, I can track that right now. You're gonna be the first guy. Anyone leaves a comment, You're the first. So, so I can recruit people with the cards or something. I guess. Yeah. Because I don't mind even going door to door and leaving like flyers kind of thing. But what I need to find is comics. I need to go to these mic nights. Comics want to be on TV, right?
Do they? I don't know.
Dude, they will go on podcasts that have like this many views. maybe not this many, but like 10, 12, 20 or whatever.
Yeah.
I guess it'd be hard to get to 0 views. But the benefit is you can love Nazis and talk about genociding people here. It's not a problem. No one cares. But yeah, okay. So what number of people? See, how do you do it? How would you set me up for how many do I have to contact or whatever?
For your
what's the objective goal that I need to reach?
I say for like 5. You talked about 5 being kind of the multiplier.
5. So I talk to 5 people?
Yeah. Maybe I don't know if you could record it or not. That feels maybe like a little forward. Maybe people be like a little less willing to engage if you like had your camera. But
yeah, exactly. So you're thinking like a properly raised person, but that's not how anything in the world works. Everyone's got cameras they're shoving in people's faces, and they're like, "Fuck you, grandma." They're like fucking with people. They're pranking them. Yeah, I'm actually trying to help them get represented, and so why am I being so meek about like, especially if I'm at the Capitol or something, because I can easily be there, and that's where it's all related to that.
Yeah, it'd be good place to start. I think you just get some news coverage.
I'm going to go to the Capitol, or I'll go to UT. The summer is in session now, and I'll put a goddamn sign up or something. I'll make I'll make a simple sign, print it out. Yeah, look, let me just make a sign, 1-to-1 representation. This is achievable. So you're talking, let me tell you what I can actually do. I can actually print out 3 pieces of paper and tape them together and, put tape over it, make it a nice sign that can withstand weather. Put it on my bike or not?
I mean, if you're going to the Capitol, right? Yeah.
I'll attach it to my bike permanently and then just always have it with me.
Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it fits.
Oh, maybe something like that. And set up cameras, do whatever. And then the goal is to talk to 5 people.
5 people, yeah.
About what? Okay, so the real issue, the first thing is, do you believe we have elected representation?
Yeah.
And so if they do, I cannot go any further.
Well, no, I think you have to convince them of why they're wrong, or maybe give them the alternative. If you come up with a different name, we'll be like, here you have this, or you think you have this, but what you should want is...
I need them to understand that they don't elect these people.
But you're really fighting against a lot there, right? It's like core to our like national identity.
Well, I mean, that's the sad part is I might have to let them know, hey, I do have to register you with the UNBOR, and if the boar goes murder boar, I have no control over it.
Right.
I'm sorry, but like if you don't support this, I can't guarantee your safety.
What could go wrong?
It all started when a man went around and physically threatened people in the country. Everyone was like, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to cut everybody's throat? Or I just want to make your family safe. So make sure that you get make sure you pick someone that's not a psychopath. You would have an inherent, like, I definitely want to make sure I get my election done in this process he's talking about if it ever comes around.
I mean, yeah.
So, okay, so there you go. We need players for both levels. Like, you want to be a good guy or a bad guy in this world? Okay, we'll have the negabore, the unbore, that is like just constantly working against everything, trying to make the boar look bad. Wait, actually, so yeah, how would you make this look bad? It would be to join me and be a psycho, right?
Sure. Because
if I had one guy, that'd be the only person involved, and that guy could go down to the Capitol, I'm with Realitarian, and this is what we're doing. And like, I have to say, I mean, technically he's with me, but we're unassociated. It's a technical thing.
But he's like 50% of the board right now. So
right, he is 50%. I mean, he's 100% of the viewer board.
Right.
Unanimous. I'm board representative. Board prime. Yeah, so that would be my proxy, essentially. He speaks for my behalf on the Capitol steps.
Though there is one benefit to that. It's like so often it seems like movements get kind of like their worst elements kind of like make them look bad. You know, I think of like Ron Paul's movement or whatever early on. Like everyone's like, oh, you know, these guys, they're all this and that. But it seems like a lot of that was just like the worst elements of the movement kind of like made everyone think, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
these people
propagandized.
are, right. But like with a true bore, it would they you could say, oh wait, well these people only represent 3% of the movement, right? Like they don't have that much showing, and the majority of it does.
Right. Yeah. Obviously, I could show his actual RQ within the United States. Okay, because the first bore that we're forming is to report on the federal government. Oh, so that's what I need to do. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's what I need. So do you think this is elected representative? Okay, you're retarded, ma'am, and you should love Nazis. But the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is, are you sure you can't hail Heil Hitler before you leave? So the next thing I'd like to talk to you about is how, who would you choose if we were to do this? Because that's how you have to word it to somebody. Mm-hmm. We are actually doing it. They don't understand how reality works. And people, when you explain that to people, they don't like it when you explain that you don't know how reality works, you stupid retard.
Yeah, who could imagine?
But it is the case. So you just ask them, if we were to do this, who would you choose? And then they'll still have a problem with that. But that me asking them would be enough.
Right.
I do it on camera.
Yeah. Though I do think you need to narrow it, right? Like, who would you vote for X, right? Like for some specific board versus just like abstractly, who would you vote for anything kind of thing, right?
Oh, you think not report on federal government, but...
Oh, no, that's fine. But just so long as you have something in mind, like where they have to, like, who do you want to elect to this particular role?
Yes. Yeah. It has to be what group are we talking about? Yeah. And so even though we don't mention it, it will be understood as adult Americans. Mm. And so the way you would transfer this concept is to someone is, you mentioned if they go, what group as of what? Or it would be adult Americans. But you don't need to mention it because it's kind of understood when you're talking in the United States.
Yeah.
Everyone understands that.
It's like voters, right? So
yeah. So report on the federal government. That's the easiest, most innocuous thing. That's harmless. Because you know what I was originally saying? Oversee the federal government. That sounds like you're overseer, like with a whip for the slaves or something,
right.
In the ancient Roman or ancient Egyptian.
Yeah, and the reporting, right? Like that. It almost sounds like a journalism kind of.
Right. And so it's not journalism. It's just sometimes relay what's going on, and they'll go, yeah, it's corrupt as fuck, and the basic stuff. Oh my God, it's going to be so wonderful. I mean, as soon as you have people just eyeballing, just can you tell us what's going on? And that way we have a final answer. You know, this is what we all really are. Our people we told to investigate this. This is what they're saying. Mm. You know, that is real information.
Yeah. I do worry about access. How would they get access? But I think it would get there. But I think early it'd be
There's
tough.
plenty of access. What do you mean access?
Well, like, you know, if you really
we got Open Records Act and all this and stuff.
Oh, sure, we have some elements of it. Yeah. But like, if you really wanted to go and see the books, I think some of the stuff you wouldn't be able to.
But that's what we would see. Oh, no one can see this books, not even the board. And once you realize that the whole group of citizens all together, and their representatives cannot even see these books, then you'll know, oh, that's why we got to get rid of the Fed. Because we all know what we're talking about. Who's keeping secrets? And then, is there gold in Fort Knox or not? It should be a mystery anyway. That's always that would be a healthy way to do it.
Yeah. I remember a while back, like several countries were like, hey, give us our gold back. We were like, nah, you can't have your gold back.
Oh, I don't remember that.
No, I was thinking maybe it was Germany. They're like, hey, so that gold you're holding on for us, we'd like it back, kind of thing.
Was it in the 90s, late 90s?
No, this was like maybe in the last 20 years anyway.
Wow.
I'll have to, maybe that's on me for next week. Go find that.
But at any point in time, this could all just, because the elites are building their megalopolises, the little hideaway islands.
Yeah.
who knows what we're going to be up against. Another way to help explain it, the 1-to-1 is a lot like if you took the California primaries but expanded it from just 2 so that those were actually filling the slots. Like if there's going to be 100 representatives of California, you have an open primary, anyone runs, the top 100 people, that's 1-to-1 representation. Do you think people can understand that?
Sure. But California's so bad because they don't know how to count votes. So it's like...
Oh, yeah, that aspect as well. Oh, how the mail-in ballots and how they always help the Democrats.
Yeah, well, no more, they just take forever, right? Like they, we don't even know who's won.
Right, they're saying like 30 days to get mayor the vote.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I think that's a pretty good way to look at it. The jungle primary thing, I'm a big fan of that. I think it's a good way to go.
Well, see,
I mean, it's the same thing, right?
I
It's all
don't agree
together.
with agreeing to these half-ass things. Like, what do they call instant runoff voting now? Ranked choice voting?
Mm-hmm.
So, like that. That's not helping.
I mean, it's a compromise, but
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a compromise completely in favor of the establishment.
Mm.
Complete-
Oh, you think?
Yeah, your name recognition and all the incumbent gets so much benefit. It's unreal.
Yeah, but at least people can vote for someone else and feel like they're not throwing away their vote on their preferred choice, right? That's the only piece of it that I'm like, oh, that's a really valuable element.
Yeah, but the downside is that we move like an inch closer to representation, and at what cost to have all these changes? And then everybody goes, "Oh, we've reformed it, and it doesn't really change anything."
Mm.
Instead of like, if we're going to make the effort, it should be approval voting. So it's approval voting or bust with me.
Yeah,
I can't support a half-assed. That's not even half-assed. It's not even 1/4. It's not even an 1/8. It's pure establishment bullshit. They still want the establishment candidates in there, and no one wants to let go and say, let's let people decide what they want.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, can you think of anything possibly else?
I think we've exhausted my things I had in mind for the show anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, appreciate you sticking around as long as you did. And, comment. I'm probably dead by the time you see this, but who knows who could possibly end up seeing these. And there you go. I've got some commitments. What?
Oh, sorry. I thought of one thing. I sent you that text earlier with that quote. Did you look at it?
I didn't look at any text.
Oh, no.
Well,
Let me...
should I read it off?
Yeah, read it live. Let's go.
Oh, God. Here we go.
Yeah. Not the one about our secret relationship, but the other one.
Oh, okay. I'm not letting that out. That's the 20th episode special. Oh, that was the big lab-grown penis meat special. Have you ever heard of lab-grown? Dude, I don't have it come in yet.
Oh, no. I feel like this is happening more and more.
So meanwhile, we'll do a little Beverly Hillbillies trivia. How much money did Jed Clampett initially drop into the Bank of Beverly Hills or whatever?
Who? What?
Are you familiar with the Beverly Hillbillies TV show?
Yes.
How much money did Jed Clampett have that he put in the bank initially? He got rich. How much did he put in?
Oh, gosh. Let's see. $1 million.
$25 million.
$25 million. That's pretty rich. At the time.
Where was the first Whataburger?
This is Texas, right? Let's
Texas?
see. It
is Texas. What city?
Killeen. I don't know.
Corpus Christi.
Oh, shoot. I should know that. Here. Read this. That one that apparently you didn't get.
Okay.
I'm irritated.
Read this?
Oh, no. That's...
Okay.
So,
Wait, what the hell are we doing here? I was like, read this ad for a puzzle game?
So, That one right there.
Okay. Rhetoric is the art of probing what men believe they ought to believe. Are we on? By the way, I'm in your area. Okay, so rhetoric is the art of probing what men believe they ought to believe.
Yeah. I thought that was something you could chew on, but sadly, that didn't get to you. I'm a little irritated.
Wait, probing what men believe they ought to believe. Yeah, we're trying to find what men believe. It's just finding out what people believe already about what they ought to believe.
Right, yeah. It's like the things that you say reflect what you think you should believe, right?
Well, I'm saying let's measure that. Let's just start measuring what people believe they ought to believe. And that's easy as 1, 2, 3, Emmy. And there you go. Oh yeah, did you want to say anything about this?
No, I just wanted to get your take on that.
And why is Wayne Booth quoted as saying that?
It was a literary critic. I didn't look it up. I was just told that on a podcast, so I wrote it down when I was cycling, and I sent it to you, thinking we could discuss it. So,
okay, so I guess we did, or do we want to discuss it more?
No, they were good.
Yeah, rhetoric. I mean, human interaction, but that's another thing is like teaching kids. If we had a bore, once people understand the concept, they're going to realize, wait, we can just form a bore of the students, bore of the parents of this school, and in summer, instead of their kids just go willy-nilly to play video games, they actually go to school and what they think it should be. You know what I mean? Because you go to a library, you can have all the kids meet here or there, wherever, and actually do things with them that you think are supplemental stuff that they're not getting in school. And there's political bents that you're not getting the propaganda that parents want their kids to get, I guess. But also just like kids don't know how to buy a house or do basic stuff. There's a lot of basic things they don't know. Mm-hmm. Like all that stuff that if you think your kid needs to know it, like you just form a bore. And that's actually where a usable concept of where the bore could be. Mm. Because those parents really do care about their kids and they do want them to understand. They want them to move out of the house at 18. So they really need them to like get some things and understand.
Get some skills, yeah.
So they'll be like, send them to the summer camp and all they got to do is support it. Like I'm saying, allow. 1-to-1 representation allows you to allow other people to solve problems for you. Because feeding the homeless and all this and everything, everybody wants these things done. There are people who will do it with their own money. Like, let it happen. Okay, so that's that. If there's any input, you got to have, you know how to leave comments and click and tickle and all that. So thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your existence. I'm going to